I'm Ali.
And I'm Sarah.
Welcome back to English Real Practice. Today, we will help you improve your English speaking journey.
We are so excited to have you here with us.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we really want to make sure you stick around and watch until the end today.
Definitely. Because what we are covering is, it's something I think literally everyone struggles with at some point.
Oh, 100%. It's a completely universal human experience. We're talking about public speaking anxiety.
Right. And, just that feeling of being totally paralyzed when you have to speak in front of people.
Yeah, it's terrifying. But today we're doing a deep dive into a really specific, really fascinating source to figure out how to beat it.
Yes, we are looking at a YouTube transcript from Sam Harris's channel.
Right. The video is called How I Learned to Speak Without Fear.
Which is such a bold title.
It really is. And for those who don't know, Sam Harris is this huge public intellectual. He's a neuroscientist and author, and he debates in front of thousands of people.
You'd think he was just born doing it, right?
Exactly. You look at him and you just assume, well, he must have always been fearless.
But that's the crazy part. He wasn't.
Not at all. So our mission for this deep dive is to basically decode his journey.
Right. From having crippling stage fright to being totally comfortable in the spotlight.
And the cool thing is, this isn't just about public speaking.
No, not at all. It's really a masterclass in how your brain can be rewired.
Yeah, taking the things we avoid the most and turning them into sources of real psychological empowerment.
Which is so motivating. If you can conquer this, what else can you conquer?
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this. Because to understand the cure, we really need to look at how bad the problem was first.
Yeah, the avoidance phase.
Right. And he talks about this concept of the wall of anxiety.
Oh, I love that phrase. It's so descriptive.
It is, right.
Yeah.
It's not just a thought. It's this massive physical barrier.
Like you physically cannot force your body to move past it.
Exactly. And in his younger years, he just completely avoided public speaking, entirely.
It was just a hard no.
Right. And the most heartbreaking example, honestly, is from his high school graduation.
Oh, the valedictorian story. This is so wild.
It's crazy. So he was the valedictorian of his entire high school.
Which means he was the #1 student, the absolute top grades.
Think about the hours of work that takes, the studying, the stress, and the whole reward for that is you get to give the graduation speech.
It's the ultimate victory lap, right? You earned it.
But he didn't do it. He was asked to give the speech and he just flat out declined.
Wow.
He just said, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Just to avoid that wall of anxiety.
That is just, it's honestly devastating to think about.
Yeah, throwing away that huge moment. But let's look at why that happens. Because avoidance is a trap, right?
It is the ultimate trap. And it's a self-reinforcing cycle.
How so? What is actually happening in the brain when you say no to something scary?
Well, think about what happens right before. Your body is flooded with cortisol and adrenaline. You're panicking.
Right, your heart is just hammering.
Yes, exactly. But the second you say, actually, I'm not going to do the speech, what happens?
You feel that huge wave of relief. Just,
Yes. And to your brain, that relief feels like a massive reward.
Oh, wow. So your brain is basically congratulating you for running away.
Pretty much. Your brain thinks, wow, we almost died up there on that stage, but we escaped.
Because to the brain, the stage is a tiger.
Exactly. The primitive brain doesn't know the difference. It just knows it successfully avoided a threat.
So the next time you get asked to speak, the brain is going to make you even more terrified, right?
Yes, to make sure you use that same successful escape route.
Man, so the avoidance actually feeds the fear. It's like paying this massive potential tax.
A potential tax. I like that.
Yeah, you're literally paying away your achievements, your valedictorian moments, just to avoid being uncomfortable for a few minutes.
It's so true. And it actively shrinks your life.
Is this why anxiety is so insidious?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't just make you feel bad, it actively shrinks the perimeter of your life.
That is exactly why. You start making choices based solely on avoiding that feeling.
Right, choosing a different career path just so you don't have to do presentations.
Exactly. And for the listener right now, you really have to think about this in your own life.
Yeah, what are your valedictorian moments?
Right, maybe you didn't speak up in a meeting last week, even though you had the best idea.
Or maybe you didn't go to that networking event because walking into a room full of strangers felt like hitting a brick wall.
Yes. You passed up that opportunity just to feel safe in the moment.
So once we recognize how much this is costing us, the big question is, how do we fix it?
Right. What's the cure?
And this is where the transcript drops a huge surprise. Because Sam Harris is known worldwide for mindfulness and meditation.
Right. He literally has an app for it. He's the meditation guy.
Exactly. So you'd think his advice would just be, breathe deeply and observe your fear until it goes away.
Just meditate the stage fright away.
But he says in the video that mindfulness is absolutely not enough for this.
Really? Not sufficient at all.
He explicitly says it's not sufficient for most people dealing with this kind of intense phobia.
That is so interesting coming from him.
Right. He says you actually just have to do the thing you're afraid of and get used to it.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, what he's talking about is exposure therapy.
Okay, break that down for us.
Mm-hmm.
Why does exposure work when just thinking calmly doesn't?
Well, it comes down to how the nervous system learns. Your nervous system is incredibly stubborn.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and you can't just logically convince it that a crowd of people isn't going to kill you.
Wait, so even with all the talk therapy or meditation in the world, you're saying the body is essentially stubborn.
Extremely stubborn.
It demands physical proof that the stage won't literally kill you.
That is exactly it. You need experiential data.
Experiential data, meaning you actually have to go up there and survive.
Right. He mentions letting your nervous system learn across multiple occasions.
You have to experience what he calls benign outcomes, like nothing bad happened.
Exactly. Because before an event, your brain is just
Oh,
catastrophized.
totally. It's playing a disaster movie on loop.
Yes. You picture yourself forgetting your words, everyone laughing, total ruin.
And the only way to stop that projector is to get on stage and realize no one is throwing tomatoes.
You literally have to prove the disaster movie wrong with physical reality.
But that creates a huge problem. Because if the fear is so bad that you're skipping your valedictorian speech, how do you ever take that first step?
Right. How do you force yourself into the fire?
Yeah. So in the transcript, he talks about what finally pushed him over the edge.
What was the catalyst?
It happened in his early 30s.
Mm.
He was in grad school and his first book was coming out.
Ah, okay. The realities of the publishing world.
Exactly. If you write a book, you have to go on a book tour. You have to give interviews.
You can't just hide in your office anymore.
Right. And he jokes that there's only one exception to this rule,
What's that?
becoming a man of mystery.
Oh, like a total recluse.
Yeah, he mentions authors like J.D. Salinger or Thomas Pynchon, guys who just refuse to ever be seen in public.
But that's so rare.
Here's where it gets really interesting. That loophole is basically dead today.
Oh, completely.
It's like trying to be a silent movie star in the era of talkies. Unless you're J.D. Salinger, you have to be the salesperson for your own brain.
That is so true for everyone now. With social media and video calls, you have to be visible.
So he realized the cost of avoiding it was suddenly much higher than the cost of just doing it.
Right. He was going to ruin his own career if he didn't face the fear.
That external forcing function is what finally pushed him through the wall.
Sometimes we really need that pressure. Internal motivation just isn't always enough to beat an intense phobia.
Yeah, you need the universe to kind of shove you onto the stage.
And he didn't just ease into it, did he?
Not at all. He had to do these really high-stakes appearances right out of the gate.
Like what?
Like massively hostile, televised debates. One last little mental trick from the video that we have to talk about.
Oh, yes. The trick the interviewer brings up.
Yeah, the guy interviewing Sam Harris shares his own personal hack for stage fright. And it is so weird, but so smart.
It really is. It's the magical do-over trick.
Right. Okay, so before this guy goes on stage, he closes his eyes and vividly imagines that he just finished the speech.
Okay.
But he imagines that he did a terrible job, like an absolute soul-crushing disaster.
He bombs completely in his own imagination.
Exactly. He visualizes walking off stage just totally disappointed in himself.
And then what?
Then he tells himself he's getting a magical second chance, a do-over.
Like a time machine.
Yes. He imagines he gets to walk back out there and fix the disaster. And he says it completely cures his anxiety.
It's such a brilliant use of psychology.
But wait, why is that second chance visualization so effective? I mean, shouldn't visualizing failure make you more stressed?
You would think so, but it actually does the opposite.
Is it because it tricks the brain into feeling relief instead of anticipation?
Exactly. Like, phew, the worst already happened. Now I just get to play.
Right, you're playing with house money at that point.
Yes. The brain's biggest fear is uncertainty. By visualizing the absolute worst case scenario, you remove the unknown.
You essentially survive the catastrophe in your mind.
And once you've survived it, the actual performance feels like a bonus round. You have nothing to lose.
That is so clever. But we do have to mention the really funny disclaimer he adds at the end.
Oh, right, about using it at work.
Yeah. The interviewer says he tried to use this mental trick in his day job as a manager, and it did not work out well at all.
It was a disaster, right?
Yeah. Because think about it. You can't go into a performance review with an employee pretending you just fired them in an alternate timeline, and now you're giving them a magical second chance.
No, that would be incredibly confusing and weird for the employee.
It's chaotic. So it's a great reminder that some tools are highly specific to certain contexts.
Context is absolutely king. That trip is for the stage, not for a one-on-one meeting.
Totally. Okay, this has been an incredible deep dive. Let's quickly summarize the journey here.
Right, from the very beginning.
We started with that crushing wall of anxiety, where you're passing up things as big as a valedictorian speech.
Paying in that massive potential tax just to feel temporary relief.
Exactly. And we learned that just meditating or thinking about it isn't enough. You have to physically expose yourself to the fear,
You have to force the nervous system to experience those benign outcomes.
often by using an external forcing function, like a career milestone you can't back out of.
Because avoiding it is no longer an option.
And once you're in the fire, you use CBT. You reframe that terrifying physical arousal as just pure excitement.
Changing the label changes the entire experience.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now?
It means that you don't have to let fear dictate the boundaries of your life.
Right. This roadmap isn't just for famous authors doing debates. It's for your next pitch at work, your next toast at a wedding, or whatever it is you are currently avoiding.
You have the ability to rewrite your own responses.
You can turn that wall of anxiety into a roller coaster. And I want to leave you with one final, really provocative thought to mull over.
Ooh, what is it?
If the intense physical sensations of anxiety and excitement are truly indistinguishable without the stories we tell ourselves,
Which biologically they are.
right, then what other negative emotions in your life right now are actually just raw, vital energy waiting for you to assign them a positive purpose?
Wow, that is such a powerful perspective shift.
It really makes you think about how much control we actually have.
It does. It changes how you view every stressful situation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all so much for joining us on this English Real Practice Deep Dive.
We really hope you found this helpful and motivating.
Keep learning, keep exposing yourself to the things that scare you, and keep challenging your own boundaries.
You are capable of so much more than your fear wants you to believe.
Very well said. We will catch you all in the next session. Have a great day.